Yo, what is up guys? Boy here. Excellent news coming out of the World Boxing Super Series. The bantamweight final between Naoya Inoue and Nonito Donaire has finally been announced. The fight will go down in Japan and the fight goes down on Thursday, the 7th of November. Now in the UK, I would imagine this fight would take place early afternoon. So if you are working, book that day off. This isn't a fight you want to be missing. I'm definitely going to make sure I'm available to watch that fight live. In fact, I think I might book the day off tomorrow so I know I've got it. But yeah, this is a great fight. I'm pleased that this has been finalised and I'm really intrigued about this one. Naturally, I make Naoya Inoue a big favourite. He's the younger, fresher guy. He's coming off the back of some really good performances. He's looked devastating in the tournament so far. Looked brilliant against Juan Carlos Payano. He knocked him out in the first round. And he took care of Emmanuel Rodriguez, an unbeaten guy, in quick time fashion as well. So Inoue has been breezing through this World Boxing Super Series. And he's the big favourite for a reason. But Nonito Donaire, at one point it really looked like this guy was done, but he moved down to bantamweight to enter this tournament. That really raised eyebrows. A lot of people out there, including myself, weren't really sure how Donaire would look at bantamweight, but he's looked good. He's looked good. I know people out there say Donaire's had an easy way to the final. People say he's had a fortunate route to the final, but listen, in the first fight with Ryan Burnett, yes, Burnett picked up an injury and that was an unfortunate way to lose a fight, but people really need to go back and watch that fight. Nonito Donaire was having real success. He really was. He was landing big body shots and big head shots. The face of Burnett was getting reddened. The body was getting reddened. Those shots from Donaire were very effective. And if Burnett didn't get injured, I honestly believe there was every chance he would go on to lose that fight anyway, based on what I saw in the first few rounds. So that fight with Burnett, yes, it was a weird way to win a fight, but Donaire was looking good. And as for the Tete fight, that's not on him that Tete pulled out. Ultimately, Donaire can only fight the replacement, and he sparked him in brutal fashion. So he's in the final for a reason, ultimately. And he's an experienced guy with one of the single biggest punches in boxing. You don't want to get caught with that Nonito Donaire left hook. And Inoue, for as good as he is offensively, for as powerful as he is, for as destructive as he is, it's not like this guy doesn't get touched up. It's not like this guy has a 10 out of 10 defense. What happens if the bigger Nonito Donaire lands that left hook flush on Naoya Inoue? What happens? One thing I can say for sure, in terms of punching power, Inoue has never shared a ring with a puncher like Nonito Donaire. He hasn't. He's not fought anything close to Nonito Donaire. Whereas Donaire has fought as high as 126 and he's took big shots off big guys. Nonito Donaire is battle tested, he's experienced as they come, and he's durable. And the guy's not going to lie down. Do you think if he takes a couple of big shots from Inoue, he's just going to go into his shell? I don't think so. Naoya Inoue cannot afford to overlook Nonito Donaire. I really do believe this is an interesting fight, and there's enough there to really get me interested. Obviously, I make Inoue a favourite, but you can never rule out that Donaire left hook, and like I said, for me at bantamweight, he's been looking as good as he's looked for quite some time. Great news that this fight has been finalised. I really am looking forward to it. Like I said earlier, make sure you have this day off from work. You really don't want to miss this one. Somebody is getting put to sleep. If somebody goes the distance in this one, well, as I say, I'm a Dutchman. It's not going to happen. Somebody's getting knocked spark out here. Share your thoughts below. Peace.